I'm not a feminist. I can see men and I don't immediately feel threatened. I'm not a feminist. And then people ask me if I'm actually a woman. I'm not a feminist. I can wear dresses and feel pretty. I'm not a feminist. Thank you. I'm not a feminist. I don't hate children. I'm not a feminist. I would watch this video and I wouldn't be offended. I'm not a feminist. I can actually cook.
I actually agree with her. She's not a feminist, right? That is because she doesn't know what being a feminist means. She doesn't know what feminism means. So it is the year 2024 and I do not want to be triggered and I do not want to speak angrily, but because this is a topic I literally had a live about last year, I definitely could not pass it up. And I know she was baiting, but well done, Lily girl, you got me. But let's talk about it one after the other. The first thing she says is, I'm not a feminist. She's not threatened by when she sees men. Lily girl, you live in wherever in the state or wherever you live, I do not care. But being a feminist has nothing with seeing men and being threatened. If you think you're not being a feminist will save you, please go to a very unsafe part of wherever you live, everywhere in the world. We know those parts. Go there and walk around there in, let me say, by 9:10 or early in the morning, like go for a run around 5:30 in the morning, and then see a man and let's see if you'll not be threatened. And then if the man comes towards you, shout, I'm not a feminist, I'm not a feminist. He will definitely leave you because you're not a feminist. The second thing she says is, I'm not a feminist. People actually ask me if I'm a woman. I'm guessing that's like maybe a cultural thing. I don't understand what she means by that. So I'm not even going to attempt to try to understand someone who does not have two brain cells to rub together. So let's move on. Then she says, I'm not a feminist. I can wear dresses and feel pretty. Oh, Lord of mercy, save us from brainless people on the internet in 2024. What makes you feel that feminists cannot wear dresses and feel pretty? I'm going to call Chimamanda because she's the one that is on the forefront of my brain. I spoke about it on that live I referenced earlier. She said something. People started saying, oh, you cannot be a feminist and look, be fashionable. And she was like, okay. She started saying, okay, I am a feminist who does not hate men, who also likes to wear pretty girl dresses. Like, Lily girl, did they drop you on your head when you were a baby? And then she says, I'm not a feminist, and she shows what I presume is a man opening the door for her. What has feminism got to do with if a man holds the door open for you? Like, again, can we go back to the meaning of the word? Because it has absolutely nothing to do with if a man holds the door open for you. Like, those are not the issues that people are out there fighting for. Like, literally, it's not. I did not see anything about equal pay. You know what? We're not going to get angry. Let's move on to the next one. And then she says, I'm not a feminist. I don't hate children. Oh, God, Lily girl. I am a feminist. And if you listen closely, you will hear my daughter in the background. I do not hate children. Again, what has feminism got to do with hating children? Anyways, then she says, I'm not a feminist. This is the one I like the most. I would not watch this video and be offended by it. No, you added that one for me. And I'm personally saying, I'm not necessarily offended by you. I am annoyed by it, which is the same thing, I guess. And I'm also appalled by it, the level of brainless, gist that is inside your video. So I'm appalled by it, and I'm also kind of reassured because when I talked about feminism in my life, I was like, I thought I kind of restricted it to a Nigerian issue. I thought only Nigerian people, men and women, had the weirdest and silliest notions about feminism. But thank you for showing me that my Oyibo brothers and sisters also have the same notions. And finally, she goes, I'm not a feminist. I can actually cook. Oh, Benny, sit down. What has feminism got to do with cooking? This is another thing I talked about in my life. Like, I am a feminist and I can actually cook. I just do not love it. That's me personally. But there are feminists all over wherever that can. Like, cooking is not a feminist issue. I want to shout it from the rooftop. Cooking is a life skill. You have to know how to cook if you want to eat. It has nothing to do with if you're a feminist or if you are a misandrist or whatever you are. But again, Lily, thank you for making me, showing me in visuals that it's not only Nigerian people that think this way and African people, that everybody, our Igbo brothers and sisters, also have the same notions. I mean, I knew that was possible, but I like the fact that your video also reinforced it for me. So what I'm going to tell you now is you're definitely not a feminist. You are a brainless twat.